Hello everyone, this video I will show you how to integrate this Case868 server with the Node-RED so that by this RS485 by the modbus. And in this video I will show you this demo and use the Node-RED and how to control this relay on and off. This we just use the modbus and for this part. And we will use this demo, and you can integrate any RS485 modbus device to the Case868 server, so that can manage by the Node-RED by the Raspberry Pi. So you can see here is a diagram of the Node-RED. It's very easy because we have made the video. This all device have connect with this home assistant by the MQTT, but this time that is directly. Not need MQTT, not need bulk, not need the server. Just locally integrate with RS485, so that will be very stable and without any software. So you can see here is the results. And let's look at the first hardware details. You can see here we have used this Case868 server. You can see here the orange interface, that is RS485. And also this is RS485 interface A and B, that is for Kinkoning system. You can use this part and manage all input, and this output. So this you can see this device integrated to this RS485. This RS485 is for the Raspberry Pi. So this managed by the Raspberry Pi and by the Node-RED. So you can see I can use this LAN connect with this A and this B and connect with this LAN. So that can integrate this resource and to the Node-RED by this RS485. You can see here is A and this is B directly. And if you have many RS485 devices, so you may have one sensor, 2 sensors, 3 sensors, and 4 sensors, and many sensors, maybe 100 sensors. So you can connect together with this RS485 bus. So that will be useful. So you can see this is device 1, this is device 2, this is device 3, this is device 4. So you can integrate many devices to this interface. Okay, this is the hardware. Now let's look at some details. And before you have use this LAN, connect with this port together. And the next, you need to enable your Raspberry Pi CM4 module, because the default setting is disable the actual server port. So you need to configure your boot config.txt file. That you can change the files in this eMMC, or maybe you have used the TF card. Just change and modify this config file, and let the UART is become 1. That is enable, and that is disable. So the default I think is this one. So you need to change to enable and equal 1. So that will be enable the hardware resource of the UART. So you can go to the home assistant and you can see, we can check whether the hardware server port is enabled. Just click configuration and you can go to the supervise and on. And here you can click the system and you can see this point have a hardware. You can click and you will see that is the home assistant or hardware resource. You can import server port SERIAL, and you can see here the TTY S0. That is the server port device, and maybe sometimes have this part. And I have tested. We have used this resource. So you can just copy and paste in your Node-RED. And in your Node-RED, you can see we just use the modbus node. And before you use this modbus node, you make sure you have installed this add-ins. You can use this manager and install, and you can search modbus. You can see I have installed this node-RED modbus. So this node you need to install. Firstly, I have already installed. So you can just see this left window, and you can see many modbus nodes. So I have used this this white node, and for turn on one relay on and turn off relay off. So this is for the simplest demo, just like Hello World. And this is modbus response. So you just need to click, and you can see here is some options, and you can see the server you can create by yourself. This is server port. This TTY-S0 is we have said in the Home Assistant hardware. So you can fill in these sections with this item, and set other settings. Then you will easily to turn on and turn off. Okay, that will be very easy. Now, how to step by step integrate the node-RED? I can delete all, and I can tell you step by step. I delete all and deploy. Okay, now it's empty. Let's begin. How to integrate? We can use this if you control relay. Use modbus write and use modbus responsible. These two nodes must be used in pair. So you can connect with this one. And double click, and you will see this is server. Maybe you have not this server, because if you first install this, use this node, there is no server. So you just click add new modbus client, and I have clicked this edit. And in this edit sections, you can see this server port. You just click, this will auto scan with listing your server port of your Raspberry Pi, and just configure, just fill these items that we have said in the hardware resource, that is for this one. And this server type, you choose this RTU buffered. And this brand rate, that is 9600. Where you to convert these sections, you just open your relay controller, the server, and you will see the IS485 setting. That is set by this brand. That is 9600. So just compare this one. So and this one you can just assume as this network setting. And this is unit ID, just address of the device. You can also see this section, that is address, that is 1. You can change to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in different board. You can set the different address. So in node-RED you can use a different board. So this is 1, so we can set is 1. And this not need to change. Just click update. Okay, you can see the server is created. And this unit ID, you also input 1. And now this is the FC. FC means function code that we need to, for single coin. Just you can see our protocol. That is the protocol. You can see the address and contain single of channel of relay output. That is 5. So you can just click. This is 5. Function code is 5. And address, you can see the address in documentation. That is begin 0. Register address begin 0. So you can change to 0. 0 means channel 1. And if input 1, that means channel 2. If you have input 3, that means channel 4. So this began with the 0, 1. This is began from the 0, not from 1. And you can click down. And we can let it turn on and turn off. We can use the inject. So we can use this inject and inject. When inject is for on, that we can just click input the number is 1. That means on. And we can click down and connect with this line. And also we can double click, and this will be number is 0. That means off. We can click down and also connect with this line. And now we can deploy, and you can see here the active, that means enabled. You can see I can click, that will be turned on. This is channel 1 is turned on from for this contact, and this is turned off. And you can see here the value that is from the modbus. So you just use the 2 node can turn on and turn off. And also it supports, you can use true or false. You can double click and we can change this boolean and true. And this we can change to false. False down, and you can click deploy. And now we can click this one eject. That will be off, and that will be on and off and on. So you can inject 0 or 1 or inject false or true to control output off and on. So this is channel 1, and if you want to turn on this channel 3, this is 1, 2, 3, this is 3. So I just click and change the address. The 3 is 2. So we can click down and deploy. And now you can see I can click this true. That relay will be on. You can see the red LED and the relay is on. And click false, that will be off. So you just change this different address so you can control the different output on and off. So this is very easy for use the modbus node for turn on and turn off the relay output. And also you can use the modbus to read the sensor state and input state and integrate many other sensors for the modbus for the RS485 interface. That is very useful. Okay, this is how to use the modbus integrate to home assistant, a demo for the relay output. Okay, thanks for watching.